Have you ever wondered what the best baked good was? Have you ever woke up one morning and just really craved something? Today, for me, that was kolaches. Not the sweet donut like one, but the savory one. I did a bunch of researching, and it looks like the place that I used to go to in Chicago shut down, which sucks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can run to a place that on Google Maps says has kolaches. I did notice that it said that it was serving the kolaches from the place that closed down. So we'll see if they still kept it up, see if they're still serving kolaches. Otherwise, I'm going to a bagel shop to get my wife a gluten-free bagel, and I might get one too if I can't find the kolache. So it's a little windy out today and kind of cold, so sorry if the audio has a little bit of a buffer to it. So if you guys don't know what a kolache is, I used to go to this place in Indianapolis, Indiana called Kolache Factory. They have the best kolaches. Basically, imagine a Texas Roadhouse roll stuffed with eggs and cheese and bacon. Pretty much anything you can think of that you'd want that's breakfast related. Oh, they are so good. Something to note from my research for finding kolaches was, well, I came upon a lot of bakeries and coffee shops and stuff like that. Seems like most coffee shops open up at 7, which when I was going to leave, something interesting that I encountered, and I don't know if it's just a Sunday thing, a Chicago thing, or what, but I was expecting to see places open at 6, 7 in the morning, and unless it's a coffee shop, it's not open at 7. And I would say, honestly, most places aren't open at 8 either. There's a rare exception where some are open at 7:30, but once again, these are mainly coffee shops. Most bakeries that I saw were open at 9. That seems kind of late. I feel like for some reason I always imagined the baker's up at like 4 or 5 in the morning and the bakery opens at like 6 or 7. Guess I'm wrong. Good old Scientology building. What'd you guys think if I made this like a series? Not necessarily to find a kolache, but just like morning baked goods. Like search to find the best donut or cinnamon roll. To be honest with you, there's not many baked goods I crave and will eat. Probably stops right there with cinnamon rolls and donuts. But there's lots of kinds of donuts. Honestly, I only like the regular glazed or like a raspberry filled. But there's a lot of donuts and cinnamon rolls in Chicago, so I think we should be good. Alright, here's your weekly visual of Sears Tower or Willis Tower, whatever you want to call it. Let me know if kolaches are in your culture. What do they look like? Are they more like cookies? Are they sweet? Are they savory like they make over here towards the south and in Indianapolis, apparently? The place we just ran by was Lou Mitchell's. Absolutely legendary breakfast place. I think their history is like they're over 100 years old, and they're right near technically where the Route 66 originally was started to be built or something like that, but whatever, it's on Route 66. And since you're an uncultured swine, you probably didn't even know Route 66 went through Chicago. That's okay, I didn't know either. Running out of Greektown. What are the Stars Donuts in the Marianas? That looks good. Hey, well, gotta stop and tie my shoe, but while I'm here, we're about 3 miles in. Got about a mile to the coffee shop. And then we're going to head back, and then it's about a 2.5, 3 mile jog to Tilly's Bagel to get that gluten-free bagel. Now, I will say that bagel, last time I ate there about 8 months ago, it wasn't a bagel, and they're calling it a bagel. It was a biscuit, but upon recommendation, someone says it's changed. I don't believe them. but we'll find out. Okay, so it was as expected. They did not have the kolaches. Actually talked to the guy in there a little bit, and he was like, yeah, I'm so disappointed we don't have it anymore. But that place went permanently out of business that they used to get it from, which I knew already. I was hoping that they started making their own or something. They do their own like paninis and burritos. But the guy was super cool that I talked to. He actually was like, yeah, they seemed a little off, and I was like, yeah, the vibe of like the place was actually off at it. And he goes, yeah, we were doing business with them. We're gonna have a meeting, and I think like the owner of that coffee shop went in there or something, and they're doing, some stuff that they should have been doing at 10 in the morning. So really weird, but whatever. Now, I did stop and do a little more research here a moment ago, and looks like there might be kolaches, but they're 10 miles away. We might have to save that for the next run, boys, but not today. Being able to take it easy and look around on this run, there's a lot of taverns that look cool and a lot of bakeries and coffee shops. Man, Chicago, right behind New York, might have the most coffee shops and bakeries per capita. Gluten-free bagels have been acquired. One with, I think it's like grilled onion cream cheese. The other, no cream cheese. That one's mine. These definitely do not look like biscuits anymore. So I'm questioning whether or not they're gluten-free. Because when I rung them up, they did not say gluten-free, but I asked for the gluten-free ones, and rosemary bagel is what they rung up. My wife agrees these do not look gluten-free, but I'll take first bite. I'll let you know. All right, we are currently phoning in a friend to confirm that these are gluten-free. Yeah, I saw the smoked brisket. Look good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite. This was uh, this was $26. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, I'll say I'm not sure if it's gluten free or not, but this is actually the consistency of a bagel. Like it actually is. Like it's got the chew. You know, it's good, but I don't know how they would have gotten that chew with a gluten free. We have it under good authority that they just use Udis, so I'm gonna call them. We have confirmation. We have been screwed. All right, headed back outside for the review. So the bagel was good. It's not the best bagel I ever had. The sandwich though was really good. So the egg is souffled. The bacon. Oh, they load you up on the bacon. It is not worth $26, but I do want to reiterate, they did bamboozle us. It was not gluten free, so I don't know if there's a miscommunication. I clearly asked for gluten free at the start, but it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. I actually called them. They're super nice. Immediately, we're just like, oh yeah, refund you right over the phone. Don't even need to come in, which that's awesome. So Tilly's Bagel, I love you. Um, your plain bagels, though, apparently are unis, which is a little disappointing. I could just make that myself, but maybe I'll be back just because you guys are nice. It makes it easy in the morning sometimes. So thank you. That's it for this video, guys. See you on the next one. Hope you like these running vids, food collabs. Maybe I'll do something with bars and taverns and stuff like that. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'm open to lots of stuff. So Zero Berry Life, baby. See you on the next